Okay, another recording session in this format. I would like to have the camera in a viewable, um, recording a part where you can actually see stuff around. But the location I'm at right now is a bit doxing, so I can tell you what's around. I'm at a gas station. I need a refill gas in the car a little bit. I have a small road trip. Low key, like just hunting for stuff, hobby hunting. Oh, I do have a script 3. It's more about current, quote unquote current, like right now as of this recording. We're in the last week of August 2026. I made a script 3. It's almost done. There's a chunk of empty space left, which I could use to write on a different day. But most of that script is about current, and I can talk about it in detail when I have the information at me. I don't have the script on me. Back to what I was saying about my location, not a gas station. There's a recent car crash, and there's a bunch of like 911 dispatchers near there, so they're already like settling stuff. It's a Monday. I believe it's the 24th of August. So that's why I dubbed this the last week. Probably have a couple of recordings, and then I have the end of month. Maybe. I wrote in the script. I'm already talking about the script a little bit because I did write it very recently. I may or may not be busy. Like busy to the point where I just can't record. That's it. But know that I'm being productive in my own way. As I said before, hobby hunting. So there's been some cool figures in my local figure shops that may or may not be interested in. But I'll talk about it some other time. Because currently, bid doxing, arguably, if I tell you this figure here, whatever. So just a bunch of research. Excuse me. Just a handful of research for me to do. That's for figures. Beyblade decided to. I'm talking about hobbies in general right now. I've written this down in the script 3 as well. I should be patient because Wand Wizard was released early. There was a hype there, and then over time it was easier to get in my area at least. Now with the scalping era here, it's actually kind of hard to get Wizard Rod. Still, at the time, before it was a major scalping topic, it was easier to get. Anyways, like the script 3, I'll talk about it in more detail maybe. I recently written it, so I'm mainly just talking about what's happening in this last week. So that's what this recording is for. Yeah, I guess cars. I should mention the cars since I'm mentioning hobbies. There's also one more figure thing, but let's briefly mention cards. We got I'm low-key building Red Green Odin. Been playtesting that, and I do like it. I have a more concrete list with it compared to like Red Purple Kid. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get that deck built. Actually, I've been tweaking the list a little bit. Actually, I thought I had the list down pat, but I was tweaking like a 1 card or 2. So, anyways, we'll see what we can do with that. Figures. It was end of August to sometime later. There's the Blockies Mega Man line with Star Force and Zero. I haven't visited hobby shops that could carry Blockies. I don't want to specify any hobby store names. Just personal information, or it's because it's like location, right? It's just location. You can triangulate, whatever. I record in these ways. The only thing you get out of me is voice recognition. So yeah, there's Blockies. I haven't gone to those stores yet, so I don't know. There's like a moderate amount of hype for me. The Star Force one, the dude ain't like the dude doesn't have some green on him. The dude is, I know it's the Star Force 3 design, so it's a bit different. But it's the hype went down a little bit, even though I do like Star Force a lot. Zero, I already have SHF Zero, so it's more so a curiosity to see how well this other one is. And there's been reviews already online for the new Blockies. We'll see. So there's that sort of information. And then yeah, other figure hunting. Around this time, there's like Madara, Fighter of Rage, SH Figure Arts of those. Yeah. These next couple of months we'll have like releases coming in, imported to the West. There's already been reviews of those figures online, so it's just like they're slowly like rolling them over, you know. Yeah, I could talk about older figures too, but that's a little TMI, so not too much information. Let's see. Oh, it's over 5 minutes of recording. Just looking at my surroundings, there's still dispatchers are still resolving. They're still like blocking one side of the road. It's not really obstructing because in this time it's like 6 a.m. around there, so the traffic is not as much, but it's still not fully bright yet. The dispatch cars have their sirens on. Sirens? Not sirens, because that'll be like the sound. They have their emergency lights on, right? So there's like flashing and blinking. Yeah, still, the sun is not up yet. It should be up in about like a half hour, give or take. So currently, no. I can change the perspective of this a little bit, but I mean, what you see with the camera, it's like I have one glove over the camera lens. It's automatically brightened. The phone automatically brightens the recording or the camera part. So you see like a gray essentially. All you get is voice. I have my mouth near the bottom part of the phone where the microphone is. We can talk, or I can talk. It's a one-way, monologue, not a dialogue. Overall mood, always keeping my guard up. Real world problems, yeah, I'm sure there are continuing. Kind of just focus on my own path, and I'm quote unquote enjoying. Like I'm a bit of it's not regret. What's the word? Guilty, but at the same time I am being productive. Like, I was like, I'm not really working. I'm like, I'm still better off than like true poverty, beggars on the street. So that we have like civilized beggars and not extremely violent ones. just to look at my surroundings, you know. Whenever you think things can be bad, there's always something worse out there. That's just true. That's just true. Well, I did bring breakfast with me. It's just some snacks is considered grouped up together as breakfast. There's that. Been cruising through a bunch of Walmarts. It's been hit or miss with Beyblade. Cruising through like several. I think just the other day or so I went through like 3. And one of them had Ring Aether, which I haven't seen in a while at all until at that point. I've seen mostly Rocket Griffin, the new Dran, Rage Ragna a few times, and then the Night one. What I want from my part of the script here again, I'm looking for Bahamut currently. Unicorn is coming out apparently in October. I did a quick Google search. It's like, oh, it's coming out in a later wave, whatever, Hasbro version, you know. I want Unicorn. And then Shark's been around for like a year, give or take. When will Shark drop to the point where it's easier to acquire? It's like the opposite of Wizard Rod. Because Wizard Rod, I was like keeping up with the hobby. Not day one of Beyblade X, but like when Phoenix Wing was like one of the best bang for your buck sort of blade you put in your deck. The string launcher is like, it's a bit harder to find now. That's because they're probably dual packing that with the Cobalt one. But it's like the opposite effect with Shark. It's like Wizard Rod was easier before the scalping era, before the scalping trend, and now that we hit the scalping trend, it's actually surprisingly hard to find. But I personally, no, I'm good. Wizard Rod hater, maybe, whatever. And then Shark, I've never seen Shark in the wild. You know, Keel Shark? No, Shark scale. Like, a little bit of a history. We'll go through a brief history of Beyblade X. It's just, I'm also talking about just current last week, August shenanigans that I'm going through. It's very current as of this recording, that's all. So there's that. That's why I'm being patient until I wait until more stocks have been put in, and it's mainly Walmart. I mean, Target has a different level of stock, whatever. Walmarts and Targets in my area, so mainly focus on Walmarts because they have the Infinity line released on time, I guess. Whatever. It's been well over 10 minutes. I'm gonna end the recording. The phone's getting hot because I'm also touching the camera part and then the light emitting through the glove. I'm gonna heat up the phone, lower the battery more and more, you know, and gonna start my day. Refill some gas on the car, said at the very beginning. Have breakfast, ate a little bit of it. Gotta finish the rest of it. And then a couple hours, I'll just be hobby hunting, as I said earlier too. And then I'm giving you literally a play-by-play of what could happen. I'm gonna upload this as soon as possible. And then we'll see. We'll see as the days go by. I've said before, as long as nothing bad happens suddenly, usually a good day, usually all you can ask for, right? Like it's a passing day, not a failing day. Pass, fail, grade, whatever. Yeah. So that's why I say hopefully a couple more uploads until end of month required recording. Just keeping a log of everything, right? Keeping a log of everything. Oh, you can see the details of the glove. See, my grip is waning on this thing. I'll end the recording now. And yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Nope. I just briefly remember that now, but you know, whatever. I'm not gonna end it with I'm not gonna end it with whatever. I mean, just, you know, it's still early in the morning, so have a good day, night. I just remember something else, but that's a whole other topic. Nothing bad, nothing too bad. I'm just, all right. It's just hard to close out a recording because I want to keep talking, but all right, gotta go. I do have to go. Get the day started. Just getting the day started. Have a good day, night. Yeah.